Jello, everybody, and welcome back to the judgiest episode of this podcast. That's right, big shoes to fill, Erica.
Oh.
Judgiest episode yet?
And I'm
Maybe.
Josh.
And I'm Rick.
And I'm Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
New video. Is this the first episode we've recorded since we started doing It's Not? New video format. Maybe we're still doing it. Maybe we're not doing it.
Yeah, who knows? We're at about 90% approval rating on it so far.
Yeah, we've gotten some hate comments, mainly about the background. But you know what?
What's the background?
You haven't... You only listen to the audio version.
Correct. Every once in a while, I'll remember that there's a YouTube version, and I'll go read the comments.
It's kind of like triangle-y shapes.
It's like
with
90s
colors.
Taco Bell inspired.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Well, it was originally Rocco's Modern Life inspired.
Yeah.
Oh, love that for us.
Yeah, that was an Aurora.
Of course.
It's a great call, and then...
I mean, the thing
Similar
is,
podcasts have
the
it.
thing about all of Aurora's ideas is I'm thinking them the millisecond before she says them. And I'm like, I was just about to say that, Aurora.
Okay.
It's crazy that, I mean, you're always talking over us, but you can't talk over her once.
I would never.
To get your
Absolute
idea out.
queen. Why would I ever do that?
Good for her.
Speaking
Queen.
of absolute queens, guess what, you little shits?
What, you little fricker?
Somebody sent me a package in the mail for once.
I don't like this. I feel like this is setting a precedent that we don't want to really...
I mean, it was just your birthday.
That's right. This is being recorded
3 days.
in my birthday week.
Yes.
Wow, that
It
feels
is.
a long time ago. 3 days feels a long time ago.
It does feel quite some time.
Lots happening in the world.
Well, the last time we recorded was the day that the Supreme Court overturned Roe.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
now we're recording on a day where Supreme Court has overturned gun
EPA.
EPA regs, more gun restrictions.
Miranda rights.
Hey, don't get caught on Native American land doing something wrong because of that. Hey,
Did I mention we're bulking though? So this will it'll all be unrepealed. President Joseph
worry.
Robinette Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris are gonna fix it.
We
They're
all-
on the job.
we all
Okay.
got out there and voted blue.
That's right. We did vote. Well, you guys voted. We also talked about how we thought we missed the Illinois voting, but we didn't.
We didn't.
And then I chose not to vote.
Yeah,
So
big
fair.
of you.
there was one race that I cared about. We talked about this.
The foot race.
Secretary of State.
And it was a Secretary of State, and the two top candidates, I didn't like either of them.
I mean,
So-
it's hard to beat Jesse White.
Yeah, right. To be fair. I don't know. Is Jesse White good? We just had him for a long time.
I tried to
Bro.
look it up, and it was like Illinois' most beloved politician, Jesse White, and I was like, "Is this true, or is he just around forever?"
I feel like I have only ever seen the same picture of him
Yeah.
for the last 28 years he's been in office. Like, he's literally, that's how long he's been, our entire lives, Joshua.
I think somebody at work said, I thought the office was called the Office of Jesse White. Like,
For real.
Not the Secretary of State. It was like, this is the Jesse White office.
He came to my
Literally.
grade school.
Did
I've
he
met him
really?
in person, so
Are you
That's
serious?
crazy.
I honestly thought
I got a
that
little
he,
bit of political pull.
Well, do something, man.
I honestly thought he, died and they're just still using his image.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, I've never seen you on TV. I've only ever seen the one single picture of you.
Yeah.
And you've been here forever. How are you still in this job?
Turns out
Classic.
the Secretary of State's not a very taxing job, so
Yeah. I mean, they deal with lobbying. I had no idea that they dealt with lobbyists.
I didn't either. I thought it was just the DMV.
That's what I thought. It was like, man, you get a whole fucking office just to rip me off at the fucking DMV. But speaking of ripping me off, that's right, Stacy, our Discord mod. And if you want to talk to Stacy directly, you can join our Discord by going to our Patreon, giving $1.
click.
Patreon.com/judgiespod. And let's see what Stacy sent me. Of course, Stacy and her sister, Saltar, were the ones who sent you the Gundam thing for your
They
birthday.
sure did.
And they sent us a Polaroid of themselves, and it's hanging up on our refrigerator.
That amazing. Love that.
I
for
forgot
you.
about that.
So let's see. They have a very strong history of gift giving. I'm not looking at it. I don't know what it is.
It's a brand new laptop.
It's just a picture frame.
If it's just a picture frame, that would be so fucking funny. There is a protective film on both sides of the styrene/perspex. Please peel this off carefully and slowly for a clear view. Okay.
It's a picture frame.
So that's a picture frame. Let's see what the picture is. The suspense is building.
Oh,
not
don't do that.
bend.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do
Joshua,
that. Use your
you're going to
finger.
scratch it.
What if
What?
it's something that...
I did it in a way that wouldn't scratch it.
Ugh, you're making me so nervous.
What do you mean?
This is why you don't get to open
Oh,
mail.
my Lord. Oh.
No way. I'm leaving the fucking podcast.
Let's fucking go.
And we're ending the fucking episode. I'm pissed. We're ending the fucking Josh, I'm not letting you talk. We're ending the fucking episode now.
That's Lord Josh Highsmith to you fucking peasants.
What's
Holy
happening? I don't
shit.
understand.
Registration deed of individual noble title. This individual noble title award is approved and granted by our sovereign, the head of state. I don't know what accent I'm doing. In the royal family of Sealand. According to principality law, this award is given in recognition of your financial support towards the welfare and development of Sealand. That's right. Lord Josh fucking Highsmith. I own a land now.
I don't want the Gundam anymore.
That's so cool.
I don't understand. When did we talk about
Never.
this?
This is the best gift you could ever get without
You
having
can
to
just
talk
do
about
this.
it.
You can just like buy land and become a lord of like.
He owns a 1x1 meter of land in sea land now.
That's right.
Where the fuck is Sealand?
You're just going for Sealand,
It's-
huh?
Do you know New Sealand?
No.
It's just the property of Old Sealand.
That's a wonderful joke. Hit that button, Christian.
Good joke. I liked it.
So here is London, here is Paris, here is Brussels, and here is the Principality of Sealand.
What the fuck does that mean?
That doesn't
You
help
pointed
me.
to water then, right?
It's a little island.
Okay. Is it actually like a sovereign?
It literally says an independent and sovereign state founded in 1967.
That's awesome. So is it just like an island that somebody bought that was far enough off the coast that he can make it?
Well, I'm going to read up on this because now that I'm a landowner and I'm a capitalist, I do need to understand this. You're now officially a part of the adventure of the Principality of Sealand and its swashbuckling history. Pirates! Myself, as head of state, together with our royal family, are delighted to have you in our ranks of nobility. The generosity of your purchase helps safeguard the future and beliefs of Sealand, which are summarized in our national motto, E Mare Libertas, which means...
Eat liberty. Eat free. Eat.
Something freedom.
Is it something for about Taco Bell?
From the sea, freedom.
Oh. Eat mas.
6 miles off the eastern shores of Britain, there's an international water island. Love this gift from me, Lord Josh Highsmith. And I'm not
does
even
have a ring to it.
I'm not even the shortest lord because Farquaad exists in real life. Love that for me. Honestly, pretty good gift if it was just this as well because
It's a
that's
nice frame.
fucking hilarious. Thank you, Stacy. What a wonderful present.
Explains why it's international now.
Yeah, because it was shipped international, and I was like, "What's that?" But I guess I do. Yeah, I own an island, partly.
Can we? I mean, we can bleep this. Can we do tax evasion now?
Yes, we. Holy fuck!
Offshore
Would it be
accounts?
amazing if we centered our business out of that?
Can we go visit?
I don't know. I'll look into it more. Thank you.
I don't want
Stacey.
to. I want to take back what I said first about setting a precedent. If we could keep getting titles, I would like that precedent. Not to just Josh though.
The thing is, I could have a second title. I'm not opposed to being twice Lord.
This might have soured the mood for the entire episode. Can I just say that?
Do you really think so?
I don't think I've ever been this jealous about someone getting a gift since I've been like 4.
How
If I
about
would have known that's something that you wanted, I would have made it happen.
It's one of those you don't know that you want it until it's there.
It's definitely one of those gifts where you're like, that would be like you think you hear somebody get it and you're like, that's kind of cool. It's kind of like buying a star for someone
Yeah.
or like adopting like a tiger or whatever the fuck. It's like that's kind of cool, but like you would never pay the money to do it yourself because that's like kind of a little conceited to like be a lord of your own volition. And you can't ask somebody to like, hey, can you lord me?
Okay.
We will, Stacey.
Can you knight us?
I will when I'm driving up through Wisconsin. I will stop by, and you do have to knight me.
Can you knight us?
Can I knight you?
Yeah.
You guys.
now that you're a lord,
You can be Sir Christian and
Lady Erica.
Dame Erica,
Oh, it is Lord and Lady. Yeah.
Lord and Dame,
No, it's Lord and Lady.
Lord and Lady. Yes, Sir and Dame.
Dame Churd.
Hey, maybe this will put you in a better review, Christian. Go down to the better mood, go back to the fucking description, all right? Click on the Apple Podcast reviews and leave one like this. 5 stars, very good. I like it. It's loud. It's very easy to listen to, and it's funny. And what's easy to listen to and funny?
Me. It's my episode. I'm going to read you some stories I found on the internet.
Because that's
You're
what
welcome.
we do. We don't just become lords on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast. Can I say that's my favorite thing that's come from this podcast is we don't just blank on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast.
I like it too.
It flows.
Yes. Flows good.
It flows is like it follows, but the person that's like haunting them is the progressive lady.
Are you ready?
That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready.
Is it jelly? I'm not ready for jelly.
r/confessions.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. The
Is
Lord
this a
says
whoop?
whoop. The Lord says whoop, we whoop.
The title is "The Fact That My Younger Cousin Has a Crush on Me Turns Me On."
Okay. All right. Cool.
Maybe we do
Hey.
actually end the episode.
In Sealand, that's okay. Continue. Not in my sect of Sealand. I'm just...
Not in my 1 by 1 meter square ceiling, but
I'm 37 and my cousin is 24.
Wow, I was really banking on them being like 12.
He's had a crush on me since he was really young. He grew up calling me his beautiful cousin. He has other cousins, not his only one, and he only does that with me.
Okay.
We really get along. We've always been very friendly to each other. He kind of used to be intimidated by me at first, his own confession.
now he's just kind of into that.
I remember I would want to check out, oh, this is in quotes, so saying, this is him saying this to her.
Okay.
I remember I would want to check you out during family meals, but I was afraid someone would notice, and I didn't know what you would think of me. I eventually got really close to him. I would even ask him to play with my hair. Actually, I only asked for that once. After that, he started asking, "Can I touch your hair?"
I hate this story, Erica.
You opened the floodgates to the hair touching.
And he got comfortable enough around me. He started hugging me, etc. He's a really sweet guy, confident, but really sweet and very humble. In short,
Oh, I love this facial expression. You didn't expect this next sentence.
I forgot about it, to be honest. It's been in my queue for a while here. In short, I eventually kissed him when he was almost 19.
Oh, wait. So how old is she now? What's the age difference? So she would have been like 30 when he was 19.
She's currently 37 and he's 24.
So she would have been 32.
13 years. Oh, God.
Kissing a 19-year-old. That's interesting.
And I jokingly put my hand in his pants.
No, not a joke.
Not in his boxers, just in his pants.
Over the boxer's hand job.
After all these years, he still remembers that I kissed him and I put my hand there.
Yeah, that's a core memory.
I don't tease every guy who's attracted to me. It's just that this dynamic, the age difference, and all these things combined make it kind of kinky and fun. He's always been attracted to me, and he will probably always be. I have to say, I'm very far from average looking. Ha.
So she's like, I'm
she's
hot as shit.
That's it. That's all I've got.
Okay.
Or she's saying she's ugly,
ugly as
right?
shit, right?
It's one of the two.
That is the definition of average.
I feel like I could spontaneously combust right now. This story was a lot. On top of Josh getting lorded, I feel like I can't be here.
I am fully lorded in more ways than one.
Herbie?
You got
Or
the hots for
otherwise?
your cousin too?
No. All my cousins are ugly as shit.
What's that say about your family line?
I'm the only good one, baby. This is tangential. So if you guys want to talk about this story more, then you guys go ahead.
I'm fucking disgusted. This
Yeah,
is
very
very
strange.
disturbing. And I think it's, like I said, I've had this in my queue for a while. I'm pretty sure a listener sent me a screenshot of it. It's been a long time. I can't remember who did. So if you sent that, thanks. But I just saw a TikTok today of a dude in Alabama interviewing people in Alabama
Okay.
about the rumors of all the incest or whatever.
Yeah.
And both dudes were just like, yeah, cousins, aunts, whatever.
All right.
One dude was like, what about mothers? And then
She's hot enough.
the interviewer was like, you fucked your mom? And he's like, well, stepmom. It's like, oh my God. You're
All
just
right.
like out here
People have
openly
to be
admitting
playing up
it.
for the camera, right? At that point, he would
Right.
have to say absolutely insane for like what thing would have been 32 to give an over the pants hand job or whatever she was doing. That's fucking weird.
She technically did not mention any movement.
Technically, it's
just
implied.
that it was there.
I do think it's funny how she's like, I guess she remembers it. Or he remembers it. It's like, yeah.
I guess he remembers 3 years ago. That's so crazy. That's insane.
So what? I guess she says it, right? She just likes the attention. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
There's got to be other ways to get attention.
Yeah.
You said you're so
Maybe
fucking
go on
hot.
a dating app if you're so fucking
But
booming,
none that are that
taboo.
not, yeah,
Yeah, you're chasing the taboo-ness of it.
that's her.
The Rudy
kink.
taboo-ness of
Now,
it.
here's the tangent. Have you guys seen the TikTok people of them incest baiting? It's two feminine presenting people. I don't know their pronouns, but they're like, we might be half sisters, and we're dating. Uh-oh. Have you guys seen this?
No.
It's just like two white girls who look very similar being like, it's just like a fucking dumb audio playing over it with the text that's like, we just found out we might be half sisters. Uh-oh. Now, if they didn't grow up together, and this is fully hypothetical, I guess I'm in my full like debate bro hypothetical mode here. If they didn't grow up together, they didn't know each other, and there's no risk of like deformities through like reproduction unless they do the female reproduction stuff that's new and very expensive. Is there an ethical thing there of them being half sisters? Like, is that bad ethically if they didn't know each other, so there's no power dynamic in play and there's no possibility of like increased chance of deformity due to reproduction?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It still feels no good to me, I guess.
Yeah.
But maybe it's one of those things where it is just
I don't know. I don't like
told
it.
me that my whole life.
But it is weird that they're like incest baiting for views. Very fucking
Well,
weird.
the same thing with like, I feel like all of the porn is just
Yeah.
step bro or stepmom or
Yeah.
all that shit, and it's I'm not into that. That really
Yeah.
grosses me out.
I think that plays similar to this person. I mean, not similar, I guess. That just plays into that taboo.
It's
like,
taboo.
we shouldn't be doing this.
It's
stuff.
just
Yeah.
taboo enough to where you're like can click on it,
Yeah.
but only the real freaks would click on like a brother sister.
Right.
So it still gives you the little tingle in your brain.
Gross. Ready for the next one?
I guess.
I'm ready for the episode to be over.
You're just that uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's been a bad time the entire
This
time.
next one's uplifting, kind of.
Love to hear that.
Got beat off by my 38-year-old cousin to completion.
No. Am I the asshole for organizing a hoe union of girls in my college?
Ooh, I saw this. This is uplifting.
This was up.
We love workers' rights.
Did I already read it?
No,
We
You just seen
all
it?
have seen it.
I'm
It's a
gonna-
really good post.
it is.
All right. So okay, I know this sounds silly as hell, but it's seriously got some people angry with me. I'm in a college organization that is also big on partying.
A frat or a sorority.
It can be fun, but sadly it can also be risky. Most of my friends and I have had bad experiences. And kind of as a joke, I said to my friends that we should unionize. But they were 100% in on the idea, and we started a hoe union. We drew up a list saying we'd collectively skip or leave any party that A, let in or was hosted by any person who had sexually harassed any of us or anyone else. B, didn't let girls mix their own drinks or pick and open their own beers. C, was racist, homophobic, fatphobic, or otherwise bigoted about who they let in or were respectful of at the party. D, tried to enforce a ratio of girls to guys. Or E, if the host had a reputation for pushing freshmen or inexperienced drinkers to drink heavily.
Okay, so anti-hazing.
These are all
great
reasonable
rules,
things, yeah.
Yeah. And the six of us stuck to it. when we'd go to parties and shit was off, we'd send a group chat message and all just leave for another party or go to someone's apartment.
I love this so far.
We also told other girls at the party about why we were leaving and where, and often had a lot more girls leave with us.
Just fucking pulling all the women out.
The group chat grew from us 7 to 36.
Wow.
Pretty much every girl in our social sphere was in on it or knew of it. With all of us sharing info, we all ended up going to parties that were much more chill.
Yeah.
It wasn't strict or anything. Like if somebody in the group said we were leaving, it didn't mean anyone was forced to go. But most everyone would leave anyways because when practically every other girl leaves.
Mm-hmm.
But as quick as the chat grew, word that I'd organize it grew too. First, it was a couple of guys from frats pissed that their houses were no-goes for us. I told them I don't make that decision. It's not a centralized thing. Also, look at this list.
Yeah.
If your house is a fucking no-go,
That's a you problem.
that's a you problem.
Also,
Do some self-reflecting.
yeah, also like if you can't meet those parameters and then the people aren't showing up, it's kind of telling that the reason why you want them there is so you could break those parameters.
Yeah.
Because you could just have a party.
Yeah. Sounds like a feeding cycle here.
Yeah.
But then the school administration got involved. I was called
What?
to talk to a guidance counselor, and she said that someone had reported that I was leading a group that ostracized people.
Okay.
She said that there was a list of people who, if they came to an event, I'd organize it so every woman left.
Does the school have any authority on what you do
Zero.
after hours when you're breaking the law? Most likely.
Ooh, hang on. If she's doing it in the ostenses, what word am I thinking of? Ostriches. If she's doing it under the governing head of being in a sorority, then I think she might.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because a
that's
sorority is a school thing.
Okay.
So that might be where it gets fishy.
I said there's not any list. It's just a group chat where people have occasionally said that someone harassed them or a party didn't seem safe. And then people in the group chat personally decided not to go. But I'm not coordinating things. It's just the same as when one girl in a friend group is like, that guy or that frat isn't cool to drink around. And the rest of the group naturally isn't going to want to party around them. She said it wasn't a friend group. She was aware we called it a hoe union and had rules. I said,
You had a fucking rat in your union?
it was probably, you think it was a rat in the union, or do you think it was a disgruntled frat boy?
But how'd you get hoe union? Do they tell the disgruntled frat boys hoe union assemble, get out of here? Really?
I mean, probably.
I'm just saying it's possible.
I
There's
said
a
that it literally is made up of friends and there aren't any enforced rules. It's all voluntary. I then got frustrated and asked why she thought it was appropriate to involve herself in private conversation that happened outside of school and campus. And then I left. So
Yeah, what does she have to gain out of it? And by she I mean the school. What does
Yeah.
the school have to gain out of it by getting involved?
The reputation of their fraternities.
I guess,
they're
right?
keeping their rich frat boys and their daddies happy.
Because theoretically, the part of the allure of joining a frat is the interactions with the sororities.
Yeah.
And if the littles,
How is my little not going to get a date to spring summer formal?
right? When you're trying to bring on high
not-
school seniors onto campus to be check out how fucking chill our frats are.
That's not what a little is.
That's rushing. A little is
Rushing.
when you're a sophomore in the frat, and now you're
That's right.
hey newbie, you're my little.
But how are you supposed to get people interested if all the fucking bitches ain't there?
So, this was sent to me on Instagram.
Yeah, love that.
As a screenshot. So obviously it's a Reddit post.
Yeah.
That was screenshotted and posted to Twitter. And the tweet was by @such_hockey_wow.
Wow.
Horrible name. Dog shit name.
Wacky slosh.
Yeah. But I just want to give them the credit because they found it and posted it, and then somebody in chat sent it to me.
Have you guys gone to many frat or sorority parties?
I've been to a couple, but it's
Did SIU have frats?
yeah.
Yeah.
Frat life? My college didn't have frat life. They banned it after
Did they?
the 80s or something. But
Probably
I went
for
to
the
a few
best.
at U of I. and I went to one at Eastern.
It's not the vibe.
No, it's definitely not my vibe.
Yeah.
I'm a much more. I mean, I did go to one frat and go into the attic and break a bunch of shit, so that was fun.
I mean, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, and that was without the frat people knowing I was doing that. So
You better
They're
keep it
coming
real
for you
hush
now.
hush because they're coming for you.
I can't remember even what it was.
Yeah, we probably only went to like 2 or 3 frat parties while I was still in school.
Yeah, I think I went to like 1 or 2 after you graduated, and it just...
I know, even the one I remember you went to, and it was like the nerd frat. I remember you telling me, I was like, come on. But I do remember at our school, there was like the frat that was like, you do not go to their parties. They are sketchy parties. You do not go to those if you're a woman.
That's so crazy. I mean, like, obviously, that's not news to me, but like, why would you want to be known as that frat?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you hear that about town and be like, we have to change?
Yeah, you would think so.
Because you can't get laid if everybody thinks you're a fucking creep.
Probably because the biggest creeps are like the ones with the most money or like power in the frat.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how do you force them out?
Greek life, not for me.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't know how. I mean, you have to be rich. I remember your first year
My
roommate,
freshman year roommate, yeah.
and she would like tell us how expensive it was, and it's just like, how does anybody afford this? Like, it was like $1,000
A semester or something. It's insane.
That's just
Wow.
like that's just to be part
That's
of
your
the frat.
dues.
Yeah, that's your dues.
And that was before inflation. Who even knows what it is now?
2008.
that didn't include like if you wanted to live in their sorority house or
That
if you,
was like 8 years ago.
yeah, it's gross. But it's like that's a price that your parents have to pay that for you. My parents didn't just have an extra $1,000
Yeah.
every semester to give me.
I only had one friend that was in a frat. I had never asked him
Dox
about
them.
that.
Tell them to give us their frat secrets because a lot of frats do this stupid little thing where we're like, well, we're a secret society.
He was in a frat. Well, that's why when I was breaking stuff at that one frat at U of I went up to the attic with my friend and then the guy who was in the frat.
You went upstairs and you're like, what's up with all the skull and bones?
No, but they had like a book of like the frat rules, and he's like, you cannot read that. And I was like, dude, come on, I can fucking read it. He's like, I'll get kicked out if you read those. It's like, what's it gonna say? Like, fuck bitches, get money? It's a fucking frat rule book. What do you
Also,
mean?
what are you going to do with it? Like,
Yeah.
it's not like you're not associated with them. So, like,
Or, like,
you
I'm
don't even
not-
go to school
I'm
there.
not like a rival. Well, I'm not like a rival frat to like, I'm gonna learn what they do.
You're not in the brotherhood, Josh.
Yeah. It was really funny. He was really pissed that we were breaking stuff up there. I think I
bet.
stole something from that house
That's
too.
really funny.
I was a little stealer in college. I like to steal little things.
John Mulaney really got his
It was
tendrils in your
pre-John,
brain.
actually. Believe that or not.
I was actually stealing grandma pictures before John.
I never stole anything like that. I like to steal small things. Fridge magnets,
Yep.
food, stuff like that.
Fridge
That one
magnets,
mug
for sure.
from the St. Patrick's
Erica
Day
stole
party.
that.
That was me.
At my
I stole that.
direction.
You can't refuse the Lord.
We just went to a random house party we've talked about on the podcast before and just stole a mug.
Yeah.
Good mug, though.
Good mugs.
And good
Cool mug.
break. Bye.
Bye.
And welcome back to this side of the podcast. We always say it, the better half. Mm-hmm. This is the Erica side of the podcast. Can I say that?
Everybody's
Yeah.
better half.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
But before we get to the Erica part of the podcast, we have to hit the
Circle jerk.
Part of the podcast.
June Poops edition. This is coming out in August.
What, is it August 15th? And you don't want to hear about our June poops?
You really going out on a limb for August 15th?
I don't know.
Do you want me to check the calendar?
There's no way it's 15th, right?
Christian, how many shits did you...
August 15th is a Monday.
Holy fuck. There's a non-zero chance.
Then I got it right.
Episode 108 comes out on the 4th. Do the math. 109 is the 11th. 110 is the 18th. 111 is the 25th. 112 is the 1st. 113 is the 8th. And 114 is the 15th, baby! Holy shit.
Good joke. I liked it.
Christian big braining it over there.
You're so smart.
May I say sheesh? May I say
You
that?
can.
Of course I can. I'm a fucking lord.
It'd be my pleasure, my lord.
Sheesh. Christian, how many sheets did you take this week and this month?
This month, Chrissy.
Little Chrissy, 10 shits.
I just broke my stuff. It literally broke. It's not counting my numbers. Let me try editing it by one day and see. There we go. Christian had 77 shits in June.
That's pretty good.
I lowered my numbers.
You're
This is
down
what
like 20 now.
Yeah, this is what I said the last time. Is I started counting my poops at the end of the day, and they started going up. And when I'm counting them through the day, I'm like, maybe I don't need to poop for the 5th time today.
Yeah. Which is better, do you think?
The not pooping for the 5th time today.
Okay. That's good.
Except the day after your birthday,
Yeah.
absolutely
Famously.
fucking wrecked my numbers. I was gonna
Interesting.
probably
He had
have
the dads.
I was gonna have a low month. I was gonna be my best month yet. I had like 6 shits.
We're not
on a
assigning
Sunday.
good or bad. It's like Kiki Boba.
We've talked about the dads before, right?
Yes.
Day after drinking shits.
Day after drinking.
Because I mentioned that to Heather. Heather spent the night after your party, and the next morning she was like, "Oh, I have to go to the bathroom." I'm like, "Oh, Christian's in there. He's got the dads," and she was like, "What the fuck is that?" Day
Oh,
after
never had a
drinking
fun
shits.
night in your life, Heather?
She's like,
Interesting.
"Oh, I've never heard of that."
Yeah. Erica, did you have the dads?
Yeah, I was notoriously the drunkest at the party.
That's right. Heading over to
No.
our TikTok. You can see some costumes. Judgies Pod. You know that. It's on TikTok. You get it.
That's how most of you have found us. So,
Really? I figured it was word of mouth.
no, I did not. I strictly drank water
Loser.
all night. So, no dads for me.
You could have had one glass of red wine if you really chose to.
I did poop the next day, though.
Hey, it must have been the walking tacos.
It's probably the walking tacos and the insane amount of watermelon that I ate.
Yeah. A lot of fiber in watermelon.
Is
Yeah.
there?
I don't know.
I'll take your word for it.
It's a
Teo
fruit,
fact checked us on that. It's fine.
Anyway, I had 11 poops in June.
Is that the most yet? What was that face?
That's a lot of poops for you.
11's a lot.
My dad texted me.
Oh no. Abort.
Yikes.
Abort. Get that phone out of here.
Okay,
Is that the most poops you had, Erica?
I think so.
Love that for you.
Real
too.
tonal shift.
You're going to take one right now
Sorry.
because that scared the shit out of you.
Sure
didn't it?
did.
Tell them you're busy being a big podcaster.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, what's that? I'm making fucking buku bucks right now. Talking about my shit? Yeah, you heard me right.
I get paid to defecate, technically.
I'm a dame now.
My shits are
I'm a Dana.
my shits are tax write-offs. When I'm at my 9 to 5 and I'm shitting on the company's time, that's a tax write-off as well for thine.
Do you think it kind of works that way?
No.
Oh.
Can we guess how many shits I had?
27.
27.
Really?
Correct.
For
Now,
your birthday month.
I do have to say the 21st rolled around and I was at 12 shits. And I was like, bud, we gotta ramp up production.
We're going to make those walking tacos extra sloppy.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I was at 13 shits when the 21st was there. And from the 22nd to the 30th, I shit 11 times. I really
Had to do the numbers.
whatever the math needs to be to get me to 27.
You pulled some overtime.
Yeah, it was the most I've ever shit. In fact, I squeezed one out before this to make sure I got to 27. When Christian texted me, he's like, June poops for Circle Jerge, and I was driving back from helping my brother, and I was like, fuck. I can squeeze one out. Because part of me was like, we'll just do it tomorrow, because then I can fudge some numbers by making fudge.
Boo.
And yeah, so we did it.
I love that for you, Josh.
Thanks, man.
Do you have any fears that you might have had the possibility of giving yourself a hemorrhoid from trying to force your
No,
numbers?
I don't force shits, man. That's the thing. No
Crazy.
struggling on the toilet.
I just figured, like, if you're trying to crunch out so many at the end, I figured.
No,
you had
I
to
just
force a
ate
little
like
bit.
dog.
Oh,
Drinking helped. The
Yeah.
only time that sentence has ever been accurate. Drinking, the walking tacos definitely left an impression. We had pizza the day after drinking, so that doesn't help. Classic.
I believe it. Hey, I believe it.
But it also is classic is getting into this listener submitted sound, which we play before the listener submitted story. So Christian's going to play that dang thing. And if you want to send that dang thing to us, judgiespod@gmail.com, put listener submitted sound in the title, or you can Instagram DM us, but that means I'm not going to look at it. So if you want me to see it, do it in the email.
It's much easier in the email.
One time, I was feeding my cat an egg. He looked me dead in the eye, and he told me, "Go pound sand."
We've used this one, man.
One time, I was feeding
Are
my
you
cat
serious?
an egg. Yeah.
What if we play
He
it
looked me
twice?
dead in the eye.
Technically a new
He told
one.
me-
Technically it passes.
This is very awkward.
So embarrassing for you. Was it not moved to the already played folder?
It was not moved to the already played folder.
Guess what? We're doing another one.
Well,
Can
I
you-
liked it either way. Good job.
What do we think the chances of this one being?
Hi.
Oop, that is bronchitis. I feel like we read that one before.
Yep, we done bronchitis before.
This one's an unread email, so
Okay,
there's a chance.
very high chance.
There's a chance we played the audio without opening the email. Very mean on us.
0% chance.
It's a video of a baby.
Oh, it's a
Cute
video
baby-
as well.
Cute baby noises.
Name of the baby?
Alora.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Isn't that your D&D character?
That's my D&D character's name.
Interesting.
They titled the email saying, "My baby's coo." Sounds like like they're saying, "I love you."
No, it didn't. That's mom
Listen
brain
again.
taking over.
No, listen again. You telling me you didn't hear it at the end a little bit?
Vaguely. This is like some ghost hunter shit when you're like, it said get out, and it's just like, good. You're like, oh, yeah, it did.
Well, I'm using frequency hopper. It's not possible to hear it unless it actually said it. We'll read her quick little message. Hi, Judgies. I'm
Hello.
Abby. My 3-month-old daughter, Alora, is in the sound. And it really sounds like she's saying she loves me. Oh, I know Rick is preggers with her first baby, and I hope that this gets her more hyped for motherhood. I love you guys, and blessings. Abby.
I'm
Thanks,
surprised
Abby.
I didn't start lactating just at the sound. So
Oh, is that a thing?
That's absolutely a thing.
Are you breastfeeding? Have we talked about this?
that's my plan, yeah.
Christian, are you?
That's
No.
my plan, yeah.
Absolutely fucking not. Anyway, here's our listener submission from Instagram. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
I love your podcast and
Thank you.
figured you would all be the best people to tell me if I was the asshole for purposefully giving my grandmother a heart attack.
Got the heart attack gun.
Have you guys seen all the recent trends of like people calling out "Am I the asshole" on TikTok?
Yeah.
Rinstar? RYNN star?
Okay.
Rinstar? Rinstar? Honestly, I'm not sure. They were talking about it, and it's like it's always just like if someone is the asshole, then they're posting it in like from a like insane title or like an insane position of like obviously you're the asshole, and if they're not, then it's the opposite. But the titles are always just fucking insane.
Yeah.
There's the most simplified. Giving my
Example.
mom a heart
My
attack.
grandma.
Grandma.
My mom's mom a heart attack.
Dad's mom.
It's paternal.
For this story, you can call me Anne.
Hello, Anne.
First, some backstory. This woman is, and always has been, awful to my mom and I. She wanted my dad, her son, to stay in an abusive relationship because the other woman was from the same city she lived in. And when my dad married my mom and had me, she was upset because I wasn't a boy.
No, this is all enough reason to be a bad grandma.
Yeah, everything checks out.
She spent my entire life being nasty to the two of us.
Uh-oh. Get out of here, Dad.
Put on Do Not Disturb.
Do not dad stir. There's a special one.
She spent my entire life being nasty to the two of us and basically pretending like we don't exist. Only calling to tell me I'm going to hell because I am a non-binary atheist lesbian.
Oh, what a great combination of things. That like perfectly pisses off every
Yeah.
religious grandma.
My mom tried to protect me as much as possible, but my dad still wanted me to have a good relationship with his side of the family. And to be fair, I do have a great relationship with my grandpa, my step-grandma, aunts, and uncles. It's just her that I don't get along with.
Crazy.
So even though I'm an adult, I still get guilt tripped into making the drive to go see my dad's side of the family at least once a year. This year, I decided to bring my girlfriend. And we decided to try and shock my grandma. Because either she would leave us alone or we would get a kick out of the going to hell lecture. So we drove over alone, both wearing short shorts and crop tops that showed off all of our piercings and tattoos, blasting God is a Bit of a Freak by Peach on the car radio as we drove up to her house.
I wish I knew that reference. I really wanted it to be Crazy Bitch by Buck Cherry. I really just wanted to be the most, like, Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. Stressed Out by the 21 Pilots.
Josh, you're done naming songs now.
We got out of the car, got our stuff, and shared a kiss on the walk up to the door. I guess my grandma was watching from the open window and was so shocked she actually had a heart attack and needed to call 911.
Is it bad that I love that for them?
Call 911 now.
She was taken to the hospital, where we haven't gotten any news yet.
She's fucking dead.
But my family is split. My mom and most of my cousins say I did nothing wrong, but my aunts, uncles, and 2 cousins say I could have been more presentable for a weekend.
Okay.
My dad is staying out of it. Was I the asshole here? I was trying to shock her, but not put her in her grave.
I guess I want to rag on the dad for, like,
Hey, Dad, we don't appreciate fence sitters around
but
here.
like, also, like, to fence it against your own mother's life, to be even partially on your daughter's side in this situation is pretty admirable. to literally weigh the potential death of your own mom against, like, you know, obviously you should take the side of the person trying to express themselves, just being themselves, but that's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
I can't rag on the guy too bad, you know?
Oh, so you like being a bigot, Josh?
Yeah, that's what I was saying the whole time.
Being a lord's really changed you.
I wouldn't say you intentionally gave her a heart
No.
attack.
No. It's
I
definitely
think
not
they
your
did.
fault that she had a heart attack. It's her own fault for having such a fucking shriveled up piece of shit heart that
Yeah.
couldn't handle 2 women kissing.
Honestly,
She deserves to die.
if God didn't want her to die, they wouldn't have made her such an insane bigot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they kind of talked it into existence by saying we really want to
Rile her up.
We want to give Grandma a real shock
A real
here.
show.
And then guess what? They talked into existence, and Grandma needed a shock to get her heart going again. So
Hope not.
Sounds like a her problem.
it was a her problem. Well, it might be an us problem because she's probably on Medicare. Medicaid.
We're paying for this.
Now
bitch.
we're paying for the heart attack.
I mean, even if it wasn't Medicare, we're still all paying because it's insurance, and insurance is a scam.
I
So-
also do think that even bigots should receive health care. So I don't actually agree with your statement. So sorry.
That's fine. I mean, I didn't mean
You
for it
meant
to be
it.
taken that
You
way.
meant it wholeheartedly.
I mean, this specific grandma, I want to fucking die. I would murder her if I had her location right now.
yeah, just
Christian.
save taxpayer money.
You can't go around saying you would murder people.
I would take her to farm life. Okay?
Put her upstate. The thing this is did I mention we're bulk recording? This is the bad part about bulk recording is we didn't know Farm Life was going to be a hit.
Pop off.
Farm Life wasn't even a thing that stuck with me after that episode.
I thought the same thing when
But
editing it.
Even listening back, I was like, Farm Life is so funny.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It's such a
Do you remember that you're the one that said it the first time?
Yeah.
well,
Are
she
we
probably
sure?
listened to it.
I listened to it.
I've never listened to it. What are we talking about?
This is little. It's really niche. It's a bunch of micro celebrities on a podcast called the Judgies, I think is what it's called.
The Joshies.
The Joshies. That's what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, it's Josh Groban. I always fail to name Joshes, and I always just go Josh Groban, Josh Peck, and then
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad. Love Josh Gad.
Those are your top 3. Those are the 3 you picked
Those
the
are-
last
yeah.
time you did this.
Every
joke.
person has people who they elect. Every name has people who they elect to represent all of the people under that name, and those are the 3 that we as Joshes collectively collected.
Do you worry at all that you picked the 3 biggest fucking dweebs of Josh's?
I don't. So it's either them. The thing about Josh's is that's a very binary name in that you either have mega chads like Josh Allen.
Josh Jamal.
Sure.
Josh?
He is the one Josh ruled them all.
He's a honey.
Josh Groban. Who's the actor? Josh
Brolin?
Brolin. or you get the fucking nerds. There's no just like, yeah, I'm Josh.
I can only think of 2 famous Ericas.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Erica Christensen. She was an actress in. She was one of the sisters in.
Charmed.
No,
Is this Erica spelt the same way as you as well?
no, she's a C.
Glee.
It had Mae Whitman as a family. Parenthood. Good show.
Okay.
And then Erica Badu. Or Badu.
Well, who's that?
She's an
R&B artist.
R&B.
Crazy that there's not more Ericas.
I know, right?
I guess you get a lyric in Mambo Number 5.
Hell yeah,
so
I do.
that's pretty big.
A little bit of Erica by my side.
Okay, I know Erica Tamposi, who is what used to work for NFL, but not very big. Weird. That's so strange. My brain, unless we're just forgetting Ericas.
And I get Christian Slater, and he's kind of a fucking weirdo.
Christian Bale.
Christian
that?
Bale, the guy who beat his stage hands.
He's the Dark Knight. Are you actually telling me you don't know who Christian Bale is?
No.
American Psycho?
Oh, Terminator 3 Judgment Day?
Jesus
No.
Christ, you piece of shit.
You're fucking with me. Whatever.
Or whatever the Terminator that came out in 2007 was, where he yelled at the stagehands.
Was that a Terminator film?
I believe so.
Anyway, I have one more
What
story.
was that story? I already forgot. Oh, not
They
the
killed
asshole.
their grandma.
How about that? Go fucking dress like you did and kiss in front of all of your elderly. Weed them out.
Yeah. I would, yeah.
They're going to vote for conservative anyway. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Love that. All right. This one Heather sent to me.
Love that.
Wow.
Heather, IRL friend. Yeah, are you jealous that Heather gets to be friends with Erica in real life?
She's pretty great. Love you, Heather.
Heather Locklear.
Heather's about to get heart attack gun, so Erica needs a new friend. And one lucky listener gets to be that person.
Who are famous Heathers? Heather Locklear, Heather... Are there not famous people? I feel like Heather and Erica are pretty common names. How are there not more famous Heathers coming to mind?
There's got to be a lot of famous Heathers, right? I don't know.
All I can think
one.
of is Heather Locklear.
I don't know
can't
who
think of
that
any.
is.
She's a just actress who is known for being hot.
Aren't they all?
Good
No,
for
like that's her whole thing.
Not all of them. Not
Anyways.
Josh Gad.
So this was from some website that she found on Facebook, but it's a
Boomers.
Reddit post.
Okay, yeah,
so I just
boomers.
Googled it and got the Reddit post.
Hey, ingenuity.
It's from 154 days ago. And I
like a
feel like
lifetime.
it's about to be relevant to our lives.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't know if we've talked about it before, but I am pregnant.
We're balking.
Really? Very
Recordings.
political stance of you to be pregnant in this economy.
Girl, tell me about it. It's real
Thank
weird.
you. It might be the first unironic girl I've ever received. I loved that.
Am I the asshole for refusing to bend the rules on seeing my newborn just for one person, in parentheses, sister-in-law, even if it's the only chance she has to see him for months?
Okay. So they're bending rules just to get,
Refusing to bend the rules.
but for one person.
for one person, one
We
time.
love someone that establishes boundaries.
I do need to say Erica Christensen is spelled the same way as you.
Oh, is it? Is
Yeah.
she is with a K?
Yeah.
Is Erica Badu?
No, because it didn't come up, I guess, but I don't recognize any of these Ericas, which is insane.
Okay. Which the title of her show was Parenthood, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Parenthood. It was a very good show. Anyway, it had Dax Shepard in it.
Oh,
You know Dax Shepard.
I do know Dax Shepard.
So I, 34 female, gave birth on Christmas Day before my son's birth.
Huh?
I'm sorry, the wording
Period.
here.
Before my son's birth. I gave birth.
There's not a period.
But I'm
Christmas
saying
Day.
they must have meant
Yeah.
My son birthed the day before.
Jesus. Ever heard of him?
All right, so 34 female gave birth on Christmas Day. Before the birth and to lessen visits, we, my husband, 28 male, and I made a list in October and sent it out to everyone. Some rules include up to date on all vaccines. If you feel any way sick, don't visit. That is a very normal,
Yeah.
very reasonable request.
Yeah.
Let us know a week beforehand so we can arrange a day/time for you to visit.
Okay.
A whole week before. No smokers. No phone calls or visits between 7:30 p.m. to 10 p.m.
By no smokers, they mean like you can't smoke at all, or just like you can't smoke while you're here?
I assume it has to be at all, right?
It sounds like at all.
That's weird.
You can only stay 1 hour. No picking up the baby without consent. No advice. No perfume or deodorant.
Okay.
No, we won't explain why.
Okay. I mean, I was going to ask why. So thank you for at least letting me know we can't. Did they also put in, you have to allow us to open our own beers?
No pictures to be taken or posted on social media.
That one's fair.
Yeah.
If you visit the first time, you will be expected to give mom/me a gift. A gift card for mom and a gift for baby from our approved list.
Oh, you have an Amazon wish list. Okay.
Before you ever come, no matter how many times, you will be given a list of either food or groceries to bring with you and a chore for a list of your choosing.
You have to do a chore. You can only be there for an hour, so you better hope you get on that list quick before it's a bad chore.
No more than 2 visits a week per person.
No one's visiting more than twice a week.
I don't think anybody's going to visit this bitch at all.
It was only the first visit when you had to get them a present, or it's every visit you have to give them a present?
If you visit the first time, you will be expected to give mom a gift card and a gift for baby.
That's pretty insane, though, right?
Yeah.
That's
All of
not
this is
normal.
insane. There's like 3 of these rules that are
It started off normal, and then it very quickly spiraled.
The phone calls, visits between 7:30 to 10 p.m., that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like your bedtime routine with baby.
Oh, yeah.
Totally makes sense. Like I said, vaccine, if you're sick,
Yeah.
don't smoke around the baby. Like, those are pretty normal. But the rest of them are insane.
Well, I mean, if their plan was to make nobody come, I guess that's the way you do it.
Yeah. This is to help keep the visits to a minimum, and no one can complain about favoritism because everyone is treated equally.
Only one person in their family smokes.
Yeah.
That one's clearly written about Uncle Joe.
Which brings me on to my current situation. My sister-in-law, 20 female, studies in a different part of the country and is rarely home. She asked to visit last week before she had to go back to school. So we set up a date with the link to our gift list and then sent her the takeout we'd like, including the chores she can choose from. She immediately texted back saying that she's broke and can she just do extra chores instead.
Okay.
That is a reasonable request.
I feel like that's fine.
Me and my husband talked about it and came to the decision that if we bent the rules for one person, everyone would want the same treatment. Mm-hmm. We told her no, that we were very clear about our rules and maybe next time she could visit. Okay. She begged, even said she would clean the whole house because it would be June before she'd be home again, and we simply texted no. She didn't reply. She left this morning and we got multiple texts from my in-laws belittling us for using our child as a cash grab. My husband simply replied it was our rules and no one deserves special treatment, then told his family they were on a timeout and blocked them.
Oh, he's going to be a great parent.
Yeah.
Since then, my family and our friends have told us we were wrong because she is a broke college student and they would have understood if we looked the other way once. We have tried reaching out to his sister, but she won't reply.
I think that's for the best.
Yeah.
Why would you? Okay.
What? Say it, Josh.
I just don't think I would want to see a baby that bad. Like if someone was like, hey, you can't come, be really careful and quiet around this thing, I'd be like, okay. Just text me in 3 months.
So you're not going to hang out with us? You're never going to see our baby, Josh?
If your rules are like that.
Our rules are going to be a gift every time you come over.
My gift is me. Does that count?
It's for me.
And the chore that I'm doing is putting up with you.
It's for mom, dad, and the baby. There better be 3 gifts. And we all better be lords and ladies by the end of it.
Have to buy you a new meter every time.
I want to own all of Sealand.
Yeah, that's probably pretty expensive.
Yeah, probably.
I hate this person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel bad for being like, I love someone that sets boundaries. And then you're like, I am unwavering in all forms on this.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate, it's like the peak of like trying to be like, we were being 100% logical with it. And it's like, no, you weren't. You hit one speed bump and you're like, the whole system's fucked. We have to tell my broke sister to fuck off. And when they try to call me out, I'm just going to block them.
Yeah, I think that is absolutely insane. Like I said, some of the rules make sense.
Yeah.
You don't want somebody to visit your newborn when they're sick or if they're not up to date on their vaccines because they could be carrying something that, I could go on about that. Even to the point where like don't post pictures on social media. Like I get that
think
to
that
an
one's reasonable,
extent
too.
too. But my goodness, that is a lot.
I just want to know if the chore time cuts into the 1 hour baby hangout time.
That stuff is illogical. Like that makes no sense to me. Like why? What part of monetary or chore like doing is like making up for the fact that you're there? Like all the other stuff makes sense, and like doing the time slots makes sense and all that good stuff. But like, it's not like by you being there, you're costing the parents $20. So hey, give me a $20 Applebee's gift card. Hey, I was gonna be mowing the lawn right now, so you have to mow the lawn right now.
I mean, it is kind of, I don't want to say customary, but it's and not expected, but it's like the nice thing to do is to, when you're visiting new parents with a newborn, is to bring a meal for the night. It doesn't have to be store-bought or whatever, like a homemade meal, or to do their dishes while you're talking to them or something, because the new parents can't really.
I feel like you're talking straight to me right now.
Yeah.
Of course I am, Joshua.
It'd be
you're
nice if you brought a meal or two
this whole fucking
per day.
podcast is.
Maybe a solid 3 squares.
Thank you. I didn't know that. 3 squares of ceiling? I can't afford that shit.
You can. You're a lord now.
I can just.
That comes with monetary benefits. Can you get that changed on your like driver's license or anything?
No.
Is there any legal?
Why would I be able to
precedent
do an
being,
Illinois driver's license?
Because you're still a
for
lord.
sealing?
Can you put doctor on your driver's license?
Oh, like add the
No.
title.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You don't add titles on your driver's license.
Can you do it on other formal paperwork?
Oh.
Is Lord a prefix that it can be in those drop down
I
menus?
fucking hope so.
No.
Lordy.
But yeah, I'm not saying that it's well, at least not for us. It's not expected
Sure.
that you come over and bring us stuff or do stuff for us. I would never expect anyone to
Heavily
do
implied,
that.
though.
But that's like a thing that people do.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard of that.
It's just so crazy. It'd be so crazy if the people that came and visited us did that.
But like, I feel like most people that like are able to do that kind of stuff would come over and be like, "Can I help you with anything?"
Oh, exactly.
Like, let me do your like, and it's not like them being like, if you're coming over, you're fucking using some elbow
That's the
grease.
thing. Like, if you're gonna expect me to do it,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
That's what I mean. It's like, why would somebody want to see this little shit that much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait 4 months. Wait a quarter. Reassess.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I agree with you.
I think the
Josh,
sister got off the
unfortunately.
hook. And how about
Yeah.
we get off the book of this pod?
Sounds good.
Yeah. It's a good one. It
was a great
would we
one.
say the judgiest episode yet? Incest. I don't remember the second story, but it was good. I remember liking it. Oh, the hoe stuff.
The whole union.
2 listener submitted sounds. That's pretty good. That's pretty judgy of us. It was a fucked up episode. That's pretty on brand for us. That's pretty judgy.
Yeah. Erica, where can they find us?
Oh, on social media, we're on all the platforms: Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Patreon, YouTube.
Wonderful.
At
Loved it.
Judgies Pod. That's JUDGIES Pod.
Have you seen the emails or the messages people send of like, here's things you can print out for Erica. Don't make fun of her. She has pregnancy brain. She couldn't do it before the pregnancy.
Fuck you, Joshua.
It was just a thing. Like, but you did it now that you're pregnant. So now there's really
You
no
know what
excuses.
I have seen?
What's up?
Requests from our listeners for more carrot bonks for Joshua.
Hey, and if
You're
you know
welcome.
if we can use Lord as a title on formal paperwork, let us know. You can send that over to us at gmail.com or judgiespot@gmail.com. And hey, if you got a story about hitting someone with a heart attack gun, let us know about that too.
DNC, we know you got a couple.
We'll keep it anonymous.
Christian, you don't need to know about the Lord thing. You're poor.
Yet. Oh,
You're poor in land.
I'm poor in land
but what
and
if-
wallet and spirit. So
But what if we weren't poor? What if there was some way that someone could help us not be poor?
By going over to patreon.com and joining for $1, becoming a patron, hey, you get access to our Discord for life.
I call it a dislord.
Baby.
As in Dislord's gonna kiss on beat.
Judges love you.
Bye. Have a great week.
You did it. The Lord did it. And you can just FedEx it and post or whatever.